Howdy people. Okay, today I have got a cracker. Chocolate Barrackpore. As you can see, it's got a really good shape to it. I just love this one. I've been watching this for a bit over a month and it's grown nice and big. The rest of the plant's growing plenty as well. Probably got another 15 or so pods on it that are, they're all green, but they're looking fantastic. Couple of different shapes, but pretty much like this. Some with a bit more elongated. Really nice and thick skin on it too. It's really fresh. Doesn't have any particular smell coming through yet. But yeah, look, I think just the shape of it is fantastic. Yeah. Okay. I know it's going to be hot. Sort of been mentally preparing for it, but we'll see how I go. Okay, cheers people. Interesting. It had a really sort of almost a smoky tinge to it. Just as I was chewing into it. As soon as I bit into it, there was the oil inside it sprayed around the back of my throat into my mouth. It hasn't hit the back of my throat just yet. But it's all around my mouth, like on the inside of my cheeks, on the inside of my lips, top of the roof of my mouth. Yeah, more than anything, gone to the front of my mouth, I suppose. So yeah, even it's going outside my lips. Flavors, very very consistent with the chocks. I guess the 7-pot doogler would be very similar. Didn't really have that earthiness that a lot of the chocolate ones do. Quite pleasant. If I had a lot of them, absolutely make powder with it. It's not the sort of one I'd put in salads. Chopped up over meat and things like that might work. Starting to get a little bit of drool. Yeah, it's another one I definitely will grow next year, that's for sure, next season. I'm really tossing up at the moment between about 10 different types. That I've made my mind up with about 50 types, and I've got about 10 that I'm tossing up with between at the moment, and it's all related to what I can make powders with. I haven't given up on the whites for powders. I think the colour of white powders is fantastic, but for some reason there's only very few of the varieties that make a good powder for me. The reds and the chocks of a lot of varieties tend to have all the aspects and the heats and the burns that I like. And mixing and matching those sort of ones is great, but to get some nice colours, I do like the yellows and the whites through them. So I guess I'm just going to have to see how I go. Room and just general being able to fertilise water and have big pots for them all is a difficult thing. So they're the sort of things I've got to think about. Heat's really staying up the front. I've got almost nothing in the back of my throat. The initial swallow, I thought I was going to get a coal in the back of my throat, but it's not too bad. I think it's a good all-round pod. I mean, I'm a sucker for the shapes of them and growing them for what they look like. But look, in all practical sense, next season I've had to bite the bullet, getting rid of the last of my ornamentals. If it's not producing a lot, producing what I want, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep them. So that's, like a lot of us, heaps of seeds, but I don't know if I'll ever have the time to grow them all, or yeah. Look, I really love these. I'll definitely grow this. I won't make this one go on too long today. Chocolate Barrackpore, fantastic stuff. Good flavour, not particularly sweet, but it's got a little bit of that perfumey flavour, but for powders it's got the bite, and just as a pod, just to eat fresh, it's nice and crunchy, plenty of juice in it. Yeah, fantastic. All right, everybody, have a fantastic day, and I'll catch everyone later. Oh, hang on. Out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. Heat. All right, catch people.